Good day, everyone. My name is Joren B. Maningula, and I am the first reporter from Group 5. For this presentation, I will be discussing deaf and hard of hearing learners. This topic is important because it helps us understand how students with learning difficulties experience learning and how we, as a future teachers, can support them better. Deaf and community or deaf community is is not just a group of people who cannot hear. It is a cultural and linguistic community. They share a common language, which is a sign language, and they also share their own values, histories, and traditions. Most people see deafness as something negative, but for many deaf individuals, it is part of their identity. They don't see themselves as broken or in need of fixing. Instead, they see themselves as part of a rich and unique culture. This idea is supported by the Association of the Deaf and OBASI, who explain that deafness is also about belonging to community. Hard of hearing. So, what can you say about this? Hard of hearing is the individuals are different from those who are completely deaf because they still have some level of hearing. This is called residual hearing. Many of them use hearing aids or cochlear implants to help them hear sounds and understand speech. Even though they can hear, they may still have difficulty in a regular classroom setup, especially if there is a lot of noise. According to IDEA or IDEA or the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, hard of hearing is considered a type of hearing impairment, and these learners are also entitled to special support in education. Next is types of hearing loss. What are three main types of hearing loss? First is conductive hearing loss, which happens when there is a problem in the outer or middle ear, like ear infections or blockage. The second is sensorineural hearing loss, which is caused by damage to the inner ear or the hearing nerve. This is usually permanent. The last one, third, is the type is mixed hearing loss, which is a combination of both conductive and sensorineural types. And hearing loss can also affect one ear only, which is called unilateral, or both ears, which is bilateral. Some people are born with it, which is congenital, and others acquire it later in life. This classification was explained by Brill and his colleagues. And the last one is for the causes of hearing loss. There are two main categories of hearing loss. Loss causes, congenital and acquired. Congenital hearing loss is present at birth. It can be caused by genetic factors, illness during pregnancy like rubella, or conditions like premature birth. While acquired hearing loss happens after birth, some causes include middle ear infections, meningitis or meningitis, very loud noises, and chronic ear problems. Hayward and others explain that this condition can affect a person's ability to hear and can also affect their learning and communication skills. And what should be the teacher's strategies for this for the inclusion? Well, as a future teacher, uh, we play a very important role in supporting deaf and hard of hearing learners. One of the most helpful strategies is using visual aids like pictures, charts, PowerPoint presentations, and videos because these students understand information better when they can see it. When we speak, we should always face the class so that they can try to read our lips and see our facial expressions. We should also speak clearly and at a normal speed, not too fast or too slow. Written instructions and captions are also very important, especially in videos and activities, because they make the lesson more understandable. If possible, learning basic sign language is a big advantage because it helps um, in communication and makes the students feel more included and accepted. We should also make sure that the classroom is not too noisy and we can give deaf or hard of hearing students a seat in front so they can see the teacher clearly. Peer support is also helpful so they will not be feel as isolated. The main goal of these strategies is to make sure that everyone, including deaf and hard of hearing learners, feels included, respected, and supported in the classroom. So that's all for my report. Thank you so much for your listening.